Oh shit. Oh shit. We are live.
Are
what
we?
Happened? See, we need to find a new hacker because ain't no music playing. Oh shit.
There it is.
Spoke too soon. Yeah. I don't hear nothing. Yeah.
Hello.
I don't hear myself.
You give him the obnoxious octave.
Yo. You already know what this is, man. We back at it like crack addicts once again.
We are.
This is on a rap, baby. On a rap, baby. Yeah. Hey, just like that vibe, so I just a second. We about the vibe tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Just
let the vibe soak in.
Just go.
You vibing?
You vibing?
You vibing?
I'm vibing.
Hey. You ain't never excited about it.
You excited enough for everybody in this motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck. I'm excited, man. I love this shit.
Language.
That's what we're doing today. Hey, cut the music. Cut everything. Hold up. Don't nobody tell me how to talk. Nobody. Fuck no.
I'm sorry.
All right. I'll try to be mindful of my mouth. But thing is I got a mouth like a sailor, and that's all there is to it.
No, you do not have a mouth like a sailor.
Well, anyways, that might be a gay epithet that you're throwing out there already. We didn't even get started. I am your boy. I am the host, Heat Detector. This is Unwrapped.
Still ain't satisfied. Look at him. Just look at him.
It's getting better.
That was like a death card too.
Okay.
3.5.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, I'm feeling that.
That's good.
Thank you, hacking ass engineer. And to my immediate left, my illustrious co-host, the Najmina. Let's wait for it. Immediate, of course. In the mix.
Looks like an
Wait a minute, what the
explosion,
hell?
a car crash.
Oh, goddamn. Of course, the 21 gun salute that I don't get. That's fine. And of course, we have our resident hacker.
I did give it to you.
Okay, anyways, let's for those of you who don't know, I have a serious problem with this engineer that has hacked into our show. I have a serious problem because every time I'm the host of the show. Okay.
It is your platform.
Right. Don't go there.
It definitely is.
And the thing is I never get a round of applause that is appropriate for me.
That's because nobody likes you.
Okay, I guess that's how we're starting off today, huh?
I mean, we love you. We do.
Oh, we gotta fight.
Oh yeah.
Bless your heart, you know?
Yeah, bless my little heart. So tonight we have a very, very fucking exciting show.
We do.
Can I say something?
You can.
I'm excited like a motherfucker. I know I say that shit every fucking show.
We all need shirts that say that.
But I am truly excited. I love this shit. So every artist that comes on the show, I get excited like a motherfucker.
You do?
For every fucking show.
And you should.
And I'm really excited about this one because this is the I believe this is the first female MC that I'm not even gonna call her an MC. Because hold on, because there's a lot to it.
Artiste.
There you go.
Creative extraordinaire.
There you go. You got any more up your sleeve? Or is that it?
I'll wait.
Okay. But and she's in building. She's in studio tonight. So this shit is gonna be wild because I heard she's wild as fuck. That's what the word on the street is.
On the street?
On the street. Nah, I'm just playing. She ain't wild. She's I don't know. But we're gonna find out.
I was about to say, I guess we're gonna see.
We're gonna find out. So before we get all that shit going, you got anything you want to say? Anything you got? I don't know. Oh, I remember I told you about. I don't know who you are out there. This person that has stolen one of our little Segway show thingamajigs called "Get It Off Your Chest,"
yeah,
and I need to get that off my chest.
How rude!
You motherfuckers out there, you that are trolling us, stop biting. Come up with your own ideas. I don't mind you borrowing, but stop biting. So if you hear of anybody that has a segment on their show that says "Get It Off Your Chest," they are a liar. They did not come up with that. That has been a segment here for over a year.
Yes.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. We ain't got time for that. But we don't care if you borrow. You know what I'm saying? All artists borrow from somebody somehow, some kind of way. So it's cool. But don't go saying that you did that by yourself and that you did it on your own, because you didn't.
Word.
Anything you want to get up your chest?
No, I'm straight actually.
Wow.
I mean,
So we're 5 minutes in, and I guess we're just gonna go for it.
yeah, I mean, unless you want to talk about that whack ass Italian beef situation.
First of all, let's be really clear about something.
People who love hip hop love Italian beefs.
Okay, I can rock with that. I'm not a Chicago native, so I'm going to use that card right now.
What's your favorite Italian beef?
Al's.
That's respectable.
Al's. I don't go no further than that. I've had the one that you were talking about. Straight trash. Sorry, guys, love you. But if you sponsor us, I'll go all out.
And you know what? I mean, and then they don't really necessarily
like three of them motherfuckers on the show.
Like their hot dog is that's their thing. So let them have that. But I can eat it, you know.
Yeah.
But no, I fucks with Al's. I like the shred. I like the texture. It's cool.
Okay. This is not a food show, you know.
I'm saying. But the place that won the 2023 Chicago Italian beef, you dig, is a place that like no one's even fucking like gone to.
Trash.
Yeah. And
I'm just saying because they might sponsor.
I just want to know how big the check was they wrote.
I'll eat 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers on the show.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck it. Cut the check.
So should we mention them? So maybe they might.
No, because they're trash.
Okay, you're right.
But you know what I'm saying. But it's all good.
You're right.
Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. I haven't even gotten a chance to really put the link and everything out there. Let me get that. We got DJ Ace Vito in the building. Salute.
Hola.
Let me just add this. And can you do some talking or something? Can you give a disclaimer? Can you like earn your pay over there?
Can you do some talking or something?
Yeah, or something. Whatever it is you do over there.
I'm getting tired of being baited. First of all,
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, because I feel like I'm taking the role of the angry black woman, and that's not what I want to do.
Where the fuck did that come from?
That's what I feel like you're trying to make me.
Oh wow.
That's what I think personally.
That's very interesting.
Okay, now back to this disclaimer shit, people. Yeah. I don't really know what the original one said. Don't really care. Just don't fucking play with us, please. Okay. Yeah.
It's entertainment purposes.
Don't do that shit. Don't do it.
If you don't like what you hear, go somewhere else.
Nope. I type 98 words a minute, and I will cuss your ass out with each one of them. So
I think that
let's not do it. I'm just letting them know. Don't do that shit.
I think that was unnecessary.
Don't do it.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
I'll let you do the honors. I mean, she's here. She's in the building. She is patiently waiting on you, I believe.
I really don't want to because that's what you do. You got the obnoxious octave. You got that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you need to do.
No idea what the fuck that
everybody
means.
Plays a role, you know?
All right.
Let's say I do it fantastic. You're gonna be all mad and shit.
All right.
You're gonna be all mad. It's gonna be fucked up.
Obnoxious octave is in the building.
Is obnoxious.
Yeah. Anyways, tonight we got the super duper creative soul. I'm gonna say soul. God put her on this planet to fucking create.
He did.
We got Jovan Landry in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
Chicago, stand up.
Say what?
It's Jovan.
Hey, listen,
I get that all the time. Jovan.
Now I caught it. What you don't know is I caught that. So like when you go back and you check it out, you're gonna see like, oh, he caught that and fixed it. Yeah, I'm good at that. Yeah. I'm real good at catching the shit. You know what I'm saying? And then fixing it. You know what I'm talking about?
You are a fixer. You are.
Before we get started into all of the things that I have just been patiently waiting to talk to you about, tell all of the 4 people that are watching. No, there's 4 people. No, seriously, no, but there's 4 people watching. But at the same goddamn time, there is going to be a ton of people watching. Tell them who you are, where you're from, and how you get down.
What up, y'all? I am Jovan Landry, the 1/3 filmmaker.
She meant Jovan. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
1/3 filmmaker, 1/3 photographer, and the 1/3 MC, based from the south side of Chicago. I represent Hyde Park. I represent Roseland. Represent Pullman. Represent all of Chicago, really, because that's me. And how I get down, I just get down and just show who I am. Because
that's what's up.
I used to be a shy girl at one point, but now now I'm like a Michael Jackson kind of, just really shy. But
wait, back up.
You put the mic in front of you and you explode.
You know how
you
my
giving kids Jesus juice?
Oh
at your
no,
crib?
no,
Lord have mercy.
I don't know what she meant when she said I'm like
I do
Michael
love
Jackson.
kids,
You gotta
but
be
not
careful
like
when you say Mike's name.
You know, Mike was all shy. You know,
he was so quiet,
Okay.
soft spoken.
I get it, but I be thinking about the
And then
news. And shit. Oh yeah, I got you.
or Sasha Fierce. You know, I got my alter ego, you know,
Okay.
when I get out on the mic. And yeah, I mean, y'all can listen to my music and to the performances and all that. I know, yeah, we're gonna get into it.
I ain't gonna say no. I have.
I have as well.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna
Yeah, thank
find out.
After
Are we
these
now?
messages.
We're gonna find out. See, because I'm already feeling some real negative man bashing vibes from this end because we have a female on the show, and I feel like
I know.
this is
Sue
gonna
gets
be,
one now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see
You
was
see
by
what I'm
yourself
saying?
at one point.
See, we don't need it.
sure?
We're in the trust tree. Let's
Okay.
just get the positive.
Because I'm smelling
the
a whole lot of
candle.
I don't want to have to.
estrogen and shit flying around.
We don't
here. I'm
wanna-
smelling a whole
Don't
lot.
be- Are you women?
My
bashing?
goal-
No, I'm just saying. I just smell a whole lot
No.
of estrogen.
My goal
Hey,
for today
Fallon, that's
is
my friend.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you
Pow,
for
pow.
joining. Yeah. So you're from Chicago.
Yep.
You
Well, you know, let me just trail back a little bit. So I was born in San Jose, California.
Oh, stop
wow.
playing. The
Mhm.
Yay area.
Yeah, West Side. Yep, West Coast baby.
Northern California.
Northern California.
Yes, very aware and very I know the area
Okay.
very well.
I'm
I was
frightened.
born there. I was actually born there.
Oh, what part?
That's none of your business.
Oh.
But
In what year? In the
listen.
1900s?
Whoa. Hey, tread lightly, ma'am. Tread lightly.
That was priceless.
You know, I'm just saying. man.
Priceless.
Yeah, I like that shit, huh?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying I'm from the Yay area myself,
Okay.
but I don't frequent California like that. You know what I'm saying? I
stand.
don't trust that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't been there. I was only there. I was there a couple years ago, but that was the first time I had been there in probably like 30 years.
Right.
So I don't really, I can't really associate myself with it because I haven't been there. I haven't lived there, so I don't really know what's going on out there. I only know what's going on where I'm at. And you know what's going on where I'm at?
It's cracking.
This right here,
Hey.
It's cracking.
Jovan
It's cracking.
Landry
Yes.
is in the building.
Let's do it.
And I have this
Tonight.
one question that I'm going to ask before we get into everything.
Okay.
What exactly made you say to yourself, I'm 1/3 of everything? Like, what does that mean? Is it because that could mean like, is that like 33 1/3 pi math?
Yep.
Record?
Yep. Or you think about
RPMs.
food,
Mhm.
you know, like the 1 cup, you know, or 1/3 cup, you know, and how you make a cake, you know, you need all those different equations to make a cake.
Right.
So I think about it like that. Think about with the math, but also I was always that though. Before I even started saying 1/3, I was always doing video, photography, and music at the same time when I was 16. I didn't know like what multidisciplinary or multifaceted, multi-hyphenate. I didn't know any of that. I just had those interests and they just combined together.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, I like music. I want to make music. And then I can film my own video and make a graphic. It's just like, you know, you're, oop.
I mean, no, I know I'm looking at you, but I'm like, we got a little bit of an audience in here, and I guess they don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the audience. Let me
Yeah, I know, but they can't talk while we're talking.
It's
That's all.
cracking.
I mean, we have mics, so they
It's
can't
crap.
pick it up.
Let me be the judge of that. I'm just saying.
So now for each piece of what makes up your cake,
Yep.
would you say the same thing keeps you motivated?
As far as like making art and like what do you mean by that? If you
Well, let's
can
say like
expound.
sparks your creativity. Like, how do you keep your sword sharp for each one?
Well, definitely people saying, hey, I need a video to be created. So having people that actually want to hire me to do videos. And of course, like watching other people do their craft that's like in the same field. I'm like, okay, that's really like sharpening me or like want me to get out there because it's like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it type of thing. Or like, I know that I can maybe exceed that or, you know, things like that. And then, you know, I listen to music all the time, you know, like one of my favorite artists is like Busta Rhymes, Tyler, the Creator, Common, like listening to my favorites.
Just pure, unadulterated creators.
Yes,
Yeah, because Tyler's a
exactly.
fool, like for real.
He is crazy.
Yeah. When
Crazy,
some
crazy like how? Crazy like a fox?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I like people that, which is kind of lead me to my next question. Like I like people where like there's no lid on the pot, so you can come to them with anything. Like I had a dream that a microphone was on fire. I don't know what that means, but that's what I need. And the next thing you know, you got a whole fucking video that is a bunch of nonsense, but it ties back to whatever you said. I mean, I don't know, Missy with the garbage bag. I don't know.
Right.
But like when you do videos for people, do they ask you to write the treatment, or they typically come to you with whatever their idea is?
For the most part, it's I have the vision. Can you help bring this to life? And then with me, what I bring to the table is how I shoot it and how I edit it. So they may say, I want this theme, blah, blah, blah. We're going to shoot here. But then like, I'm going to come down and film on the ground, or I'm going to go on a ladder and, you know, get a shot. Like I will be really creative on that aspect. So that's like the best way to explain it. Yeah, I like to be the fly on the wall. That's how I like
nice. That's a good analogy, being the fly on the wall.
Yeah.
From a fly on the wall's perspective.
Yeah.
That's a really good analogy. You shot the video, I'm assuming, edited the video for your song.
New Beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I can't shoot when I'm in front of the camera,
right,
unfortunately.
obviously.
Yeah, but I chose the locations for that, and then I edited it as well.
Sorry, everybody.
And the lady that danced in the video, her name is Kiera Collins. Amazing.
I was going to ask you
dancer. We've known each other since 2016 when I was doing video work for a project she was a part of, and we became close because the lady we was working with, she took us to Nigeria with her for this intensive called Dance Gathering, and we became close then because we started talking about our family and stuff, and resonated with each other on that. And we became cool, and then I remember she was like, I want to do this video. I want you to like rap to a Nicki Minaj song. I was like, really? Well, I tried it out. It was dope. And she did the choreography for that. And then she did some choreography for one of my other videos too. But basically I say that to say is that she also sat down with me and edited it as well, because she's the face of it too.
Right.
And so she gonna see something as a dancer where it's like, nah, that's not a good take. Like I was too tired. Like, let's pick another take. So it was very like collaborative with that.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell. It's a really, really well shot video, and I like the whole scheme of it and everything. It's really dope. The beat itself is dope. The beat screams California.
Wow.
It screams California. That was my first thought, because I came across you you just came across my timeline, and I was like, "Well, damn, who the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And when I heard the track, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Is she from Chicago? So in my mind, I didn't know you were originally from California, but when I heard that track, it was it's very, especially very hyphy Bay Area-ish, you know, and that's
very
really
funky.
Dope.
That's crazy.
That's really dope.
It's cool hear like people's perspective, because I didn't even think about that when I was making that track.
Right.
But I've had people tell me before, like, your stuff sounds like West Coast, and just like you was in the Bay. So for me, like I lived there like 2 years when I was a baby. Like I was born there, and then we moved to Chicago, and then I also lived in Minnesota as well. So I don't have really any like traces of California in me, but it's there though. Because people have told me who live in the Bay, like, you seem like you're from there just because you're multifaceted. It's a lot of multifaceted people out there.
Well, part of that is like when you're an infant like that, you said you were up until you were 2 years old. So you were listening, hearing, and soaking up all of this shit. So like subconsciously it's there. You know, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So you're never going to be able to escape it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I have to hear it all the time, even though I don't even rep Cali like that. But the fact that I was born there, the fact that I lived there, and I haven't been there or lived there in like 30 years plus, you know what I'm saying?
Guess it's a part of your DNA.
Yeah, it's just you know, because I'll make beats and people are like, that's West Coast like a motherfucker, and I'm like,
I don't
know. No, it ain't.
Right.
I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, how dare you? You know what I mean? I worked all day on that. That's not.
That's so Chicago, nigga.
Right. So it's just some extra shit, but it is what it is. And when we speak about beats, how long have you been making beats?
Since I was 16 years old. I'm 31 now, and that's how I started in music. Before rapping, I was making beats because I was always interested in making music, and was like fascinated with how music was made. Because, you know, back in the day, they used to have that behind the music, the documentaries and stuff.
I love that shit.
I'm like, I like seeing like people's beginnings and how they started. but I didn't know I could do it because I
Right.
thought only the famous people can do it.
Right.
I didn't know people was just getting the equipment. And then my cousin, he introduced me to Fruity Loops.
I knew that's
not the
where it was
cereal.
going. No, I knew that's where it was because you say 16, and that's so you were
Yeah,
you were
2000.
right when Fruity Loops first came around, and it was
Mhm.
more of a toy, so to speak, back then. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
Yeah.
now it's kind of almost an industry standard, but they're starting to move away from that and get back to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
nothing beats the hands
Yeah,
on. Nothing
I
beats the
agree.
hands on.
I agree.
So you
'Cause-
go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, my cousin, he from California,
Mhm.
from Southern California. He introduced me to Fruity Loops, and then I was like, "What?" Like, blew my whole wig back because I'm like, I could do this. Like, I
Right.
can literally get the stuff. So, had the computer, got the keyboard, and I was just, making sounds. Don't have any musical training at all. I was just going with what sounded good,
Mhm.
and then from there, just took off.
That's what's up.
But
I can
I'm a
totally
machine baby
understand it.
now.
Machine baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to Native Instruments, man.
Yeah,
Cut the
shout out.
fucking
Come
check.
on, exactly. Come
Cut
on
the
now.
fucking check, goddammit.
Please.
I need one, man. I've
Right.
been rocking with Native Instruments machine since 2000 when it first came out, 2010, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I've had every one of them that's come out except for the Plus. I think it's the Plus, whatever.
So you had the Jam? You had the machine Jam?
No, I had the main machine, the original one that came out this kind of format
Yeah.
with the two little screens, and then I had the machine studio.
Okay.
And then I got rid of the studio and got the MK2. And I've pretty much been there ever since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're all kind of the same, but this
Yeah.
one's a savage right here. And getting the Plus doesn't make any sense because the processors and everything in it, they say is trash. And
Okay.
I didn't say that Native American. Native
Native American. All right.
All right, Native American. We didn't,
Right.
No, but I fucks with it though. See, the engineer's on point tonight. Huh? I guess
love it.
he's smelling the estrogen in the air
Ooh.
too. Something. I don't know.
I don't know.
My
Oh.
co-host has a crush on the engineer. That's all I gotta say.
I definitely.
Oh, let's say put
Yes.
you on blast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so how long have you been working with the machine?
Since
Was that your second piece or your second thing that you started working with the machine?
No, I went to Logic because when I went to school, I went to Columbia College Chicago.
Oh,
And
you said that like it's fucked up.
I mean, no, it's cool. It was cool. It definitely gave me a lot of connections. I'll say
Right.
that.
I think
but
everybody
ain't
that
give me
has
no
gone
job,
there
though. Like I ain't
everybody
walk out
says
with a
that.
job.
My brother went, and that's what he says.
The connection, you pay for the connections.
Yeah.
So I can't regret that because I've met many people and hell, it probably led me here.
I remember you there. I just didn't say nothing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You know, you didn't know I'm from
I just didn't
Chicago.
say nothing. I was like, I can tell she a Cali girl. I gotta stay away from that.
Oh no.
No, but
Yeah.
so you went from Fruity Loops to Logic.
Right, because when I went to college and I went to school for film, we had to get MacBooks. That was
Right.
like the requirement for the software that we were using. Then I
Mhm.
just went to Logic. Kind of the same thing with Fruity Loops. I had a little bit more creativity, but with me not knowing how to play the piano or no music skills, it was still kind of tough. So I was doing pretty basic, melodies and all that stuff.
Right.
And then in 2016, I got introduced to I knew about Machine for a while because my friend Ronnie Tech been saying Machine since I met him in 2010.
Right.
And then I went to A3C. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
It's a conference in Atlanta, and they had a room with just Native instrument everything. And I was just like going around each little table, and I found the Machine Jam. And it's kind of like the push, the Ableton
Right.
push.
Right. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. No, that thing never interested me.
What?
Never. Yeah, never
well,
did.
I didn't know any better.
Too many motherfucking pads.
Yeah, it is a lot, but you can do step sequencing and like all the, the chord mode, like pretty much obviously the same thing with this, but you have more. It's like kind of like a piano in a way, but it's just all buttons. And then the smart strips, you can use that to like strum like a guitar and like do chords and stuff. And that helped me so much because I was like, okay, G minor, okay, well, that makes that sound. And from there,
that was it.
I have made my best production on Machine.
So you have the Machine
Jam.
you're still on the Jam?
Yeah, I haven't gone anywhere else. I feel like I need to like master all of it before I go somewhere else.
Okay.
Because I like it. It's just like I like all the buttons. I like the pads. I don't really have that same thing like with this.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I only got like 16. Again, if I knew
Great
piano,
workflow.
yeah, the workflow is great.
Right. And
Color coordination.
we're speaking absolute fucking Hitler German to her right now.
Actually, you're
You know what I'm
not. And if not for nothing,
You know,
I
they came from
love.
Germany too. They based
Yeah,
out
I
in
know.
Germany.
I'm just saying. Though.
I love to watch people
Nerd out.
talk about what they're passionate on. You just nerded the fuck out and you didn't even realize it
No,
until
I
you said
realize it
something
every fucking time
obnoxious.
I do it.
You know,
because in my mind, as I'm talking, I'm thinking she don't want to hear this shit. She don't wanna
no,
hear
I mean,
this shit.
it don't bother me. Shit.
No, I'm talking about her.
Maybe
Oh,
one day I
yeah,
might
yeah,
want
I
to.
love it.
I
I'm
started
here. I'm here
learning
with
out.
you.
Yeah. So it's all good, but you know, she'll get mad eventually and just tell me to shut up. And,
He be trying to poke the bear so I can
Right.
threaten to stab him on
Right.
air.
Look,
I'm not
it's
gonna
gonna
do it
on the
happen.
last
It happens.
episode.
Yeah, well, see, that's what we're gonna be fucking known for. You keep it up, okay? You keep it up, and we're gonna be like, people are gonna be like, he's gonna die one day.
I told you we need to go to therapy.
He gonna
You
die
don't want to
one
go.
day. He gonna
All right, do
die
I
one
need
day.
does this need to be red table talk
No,
now?
hell no.
Oh, one of us probably wind up getting shot. So
Wow.
no, let's
She
just.
said that like it ain't
You
gonna
gonna
be
say that
her.
in front of his son?
You know what I'm saying? She said that like it ain't gonna be her. Watch out. I got right
You know,
here
it's like
under
the second
table.
time you kind of alluded to that.
You got a whole guest in the building. I'm gonna need you to focus.
I'm sorry.
You got a whole guest in the building. She needs questions.
I'll do better.
Come on now.
I'm sorry.
Question her up. Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Earn your money, man.
What? Where's the money?
No shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You
Like,
gotta know
You're paying Portillo right
Show me
now.
something.
the
Like,
bag. Listen. You're getting off topic. The bag is coming, and since you're talking like that, I just took another 100 out.
well, at this point, getting
You know
out of
what
the
I'm saying?
car
Let's take
is
another
just
100 out. Let's just be
I've
clear.
earned my
That
keep.
might
be-
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Just took another 100 out.
shut your ass.
See, there goes another one.
So-
So you're gonna fuck around and get like $3 for 2 years of work.
Let's touch on the photography.
Okay.
There we go.
So tell us
Reel it
about
in.
that.
Reel it in.
All right. So I started also when I was 16, digital photography in high school. First time they ever had digital photography. And I literally had, it was some cheap ass camera that I got from Walgreens or something like that. But it was a really good quality camera. And I used to bring my camera everywhere. Like everywhere I go, I would just used to take shots. But then I'm like, this is too much, space. Because now you got to think about it. Like if I'm working for some clients, I need to like keep as much space as possible. But I like to take pictures of people, portraits. I'm actually starting to get more into doing that, like get more
Right.
comfortable into like directing people and doing portraits. So I've been doing like a seasonal series called
Right.
the 1/3 mini sessions. So hit me up if y'all want to be a part.
Well,
Y'all
here's
need
the
y'all
thing with
picture
that. I was just
taken.
gonna ask you. I was just gonna ask you, but you said something that was very key
Yeah.
that you like to direct, and somebody here doesn't like direction. So I'm just saying.
Because sometimes you have to put
You
the
know what I
chin
mean?
down.
Don't follow
we don't
directions
wanna
for
see your
shit.
nostrils.
Somebody
You know what I mean?
here just doesn't like him.
Okay.
So
Wow.
anyway,
Nice.
I want to do
Good
it
to know.
me,
Good
me,
to
me,
know.
me.
Okay. All right. Carry on.
I take direction very well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I just said carry on, and just waiting.
But
Okay.
yeah. Photography, like doing portraits, events. I don't even mind. I like doing like landscape type stuff, like
Nice.
houses, buildings, or just like
Bar mitzvahs.
something like
Okay.
that.
Just checking.
Just
checking.
let me know.
All right. I might have a little something coming up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Gotta get
What?
circumcised. Just saying.
Ah.
No, I'm just playing. I don't know where I came from. Too much coffee. All right, let's
I
keep
know,
going.
right? Don't
You know what I'm
spill it,
saying?
or you need to spill it. You need to
know
spill
what I'm
Lord
it.
saying? We good. Is this thing on? I'm just kidding.
Turn it off.
Pause. Okay.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Say what you got to say.
Well, no, I'm the co-host today.
Stop
Oh.
fucking
Estrogen in the building.
worrying about me.
Who run
Okay.
the world?
And she'll be here tomorrow.
I know, right?
Right.
Next thing you know, it's gonna be me and you.
So-
Okay.
Right. And I'm gonna be in.
Upstairs.
Okay. Let's reel it back in, folks.
In the
So-
kitchen, make me a sandwich.
Right. Where my Newports at?
Right. God damn it.
Yeah. Go get my
Ashtray.
pillows, nigga. Why you still sitting here? Ugly motherfucker. Anyway,
I need
girl.
a coffee
I
run
already
right
know how
now.
this shit is going. But it's all good.
Oh.
By the way, we all love each other here.
Yeah.
So we already got to 1/3 and then another third. And what is the other third?
Filmmaker.
The filmmaker.
Videographer side.
How's that working out for you?
It's amazing. I feel like if anything, the filmmaking gets a lot of love because I feel like I'm always editing something, whether it's
Mhm.
my own content or somebody else's. I really love music videos.
Nice.
And that's the one thing too, like with going to college, like I went for film, but I was like, I don't want to be on set. Like I don't mind it, but those are like long 12-hour days or even 20-hour days.
Right.
That's a lot of time and a lot of energy standing up, you know, kind of more taxing on your body, depending on like what role that you do. But I like music videos because I am a musician. I like, even when I was a kid, I would listen to music and just visualize like what it would look like.
Right.
So
Makes
that's
sense.
like my dream. And then I like performances too. So like I was telling you, my friend Kiera met her through dance. That's also another passion, is like I love watching dancers and how they move, especially like breakdancing. That's like one of my favorites. If I would get into dance, I would do that, because just how acrobatic it is and just shock value type stuff. So I do a lot of work revolving like dance making and events. I've done weddings. I've done a funeral before.
Damn.
I shot a funeral before.
Who does that?
How'd that feel?
I know. Huh?
How'd that feel?
Well, I'm detached because I don't know the person.
Right.
But my coworker actually asked me to do it for her because some other family members couldn't make it. So I just did the job, and
well, sometimes that's what you got to do. Just go in and do the job, get it over with.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Collect that check and then walk out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There was a question I was going to ask you.
In regarding the video?
It had to do. It'll come to me. But see, that's where my co-host should have jumped in and said, you know, by the way,
I knew it. I was waiting.
You know
I was just waiting.
I'm gonna let you crash and burn.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. In a
I
few
definitely
seconds,
would though.
Right?
I would just let
In a few seconds, she's gonna say some shit like, "I got some iced tea vibes coming from you." I get that a lot. Iced
Oh,
tea.
for real? For you?
So
Yeah.
one thing I want to
Oh, they
just
be acting
ask you,
No.
is that what you think my voice sounds like? I don't know
In
what
my
the fuck
head, you're
that
right,
just
because
was.
in my head it sounds way more fucked up.
Okay, so you know what?
I'm just saying.
I had
First
told
time out.
myself earlier that no matter what,
Take a
that
deep
I was
breath.
gonna be covered in the blood of Jesus, and I was not gonna let you
This is
take
not
me
a
there.
religious
Okay,
show.
and
This is not a
I'm not going to
religious
do
show.
it.
I'm gonna need you
I'm
to
not
reel it.
going to
We have
do
a
it.
damn guest. What
Have
the
mercy.
fuck is going on here?
You-
This happens every fucking show.
I'm telling you.
I can't get
I'm
you
gonna
to
come back
focus.
to the show. You
You
know,
know what I'm
this
saying?
ain't
Just
scaring me
need
away.
to focus for a second.
You and that goddamn shirt need to chill out. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's a chill shirt.
All right.
Thank
It's
you.
Please.
planned.
Okay.
Y'all
Thank
both
you,
got
Miss
plans.
Landry.
Do
You know,
something.
I got grown positive thoughts.
See,
Yeah,
so we all about growing
We
and
all
shit.
got the plans. Look
Okay.
at us.
So plant your ass in that seat and relax.
planted.
Okay.
I am planted.
All right.
I am planted.
Let the peace sprout out of you.
Soaking up all this estrogen.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because
I'm
maybe
with the
They
program.
gonna come out, hey.
No, never. This
that would be
tank,
the most frightening shit.
this tank has never had any sugar, nor will it ever have sugar.
Except for
You-
coffee.
Sugar free. Just saying.
Well, maybe you need to put some premium gas in that
okay.
motherfucker or
Listen,
something. I don't know. Just be cool. Okay.
See,
be cool.
we got a whole guest here tonight. This
Let's
is the
circle-
problem. I knew we should have kept this shit remote.
Just-
I knew it.
Oh,
Shit.
I knew we
love
should have
it.
kept this shit
Like
remote.
we neighbors out here.
Yeah.
So now
Great.
back to the music. So you talked 16, you started.
Yeah.
So let's talk about now. So do you feel like you prefer to just like 100% create your own beat, or do you like sampling?
So I like creating my own stuff because I've come to realize, I've always known this, but I've come to own that I have a different sound,
Right.
and that's okay. Even though there's gonna be people that's like, I cannot box you in. I don't know how to compare. Like, I don't know what this is. It's Jovan. It's me. So I'm like, what else can I
Right.
say?
Right. Right.
You know, so owning that and bringing that back into hip hop is like, you know, everyone came in with their own different sound. So I like that, but I don't mind like working with other people. But now I'm thinking in that business mindset, like if I am going to create with someone, it has to be like original material, because I'm
Right.
trying to monetize the music that I made, which I
know
would
that's
have
right.
known when I was younger. When I was not say I'm not as passionate as I was back then, but I was so much a go-getter at that
Mhm.
time. I wish I would have had more of that mindset of like, how can I get this on TV, or how can I sell this beat, or whatever. I didn't have that knowledge back then, but now I'm like, okay, I know like the formula of
Right.
how to get it out there. So
There's-
it's working. We build.
There's ways around all of it. I mean,
Yeah,
sampling's never going to go away.
that's true.
Because in all actuality, music itself is a sample from a sample from a
This
sample.
is true.
From a
It's
sample.
true.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I
Even
mean,
the original sounds with the machine
are
is a
samples.
sample.
Yeah, so
exactly.
it that shit will never change. And then there's ways
Yeah.
around it. There's companies out there that when you're doing stuff for movies or commercials or whatever, they're very specific and they'll say original music, samples not allowed, shit like that. So, but
they got Splice and this other one too, sample. I forgot.
There's a lot
It's
of
a lot of
there.
like sample, like
I don't really
royalty-free
use those.
stuff.
Fuck it.
You find it yourself.
I find the shit myself, and then if they come
Yeah.
after me, they come after me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully they die first, but
That's
you know what I'm
hilarious.
saying?
That is hilarious.
I mean, shit. I mean, I'm digging. So
I'm with you when
know
you're
what I
right.
mean, you know,
I'm with you.
Some of these
That's
motherfuckers
dark.
ain't got much time left.
And then sampling is original in itself because you chopping up something
Yeah, making
from
it
that,
a
but it's
whole,
different.
a very
Yeah.
original composition.
And it would be
Yeah.
your interpretation
Yeah.
though, also.
Exactly.
It's not an interpretation of what that person does. It's just my interpretation for me for whatever's going on in my mind.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean.
Perfect segue.
The sample is just a catalyst. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But segue too.
So I like to ask this question to people who create the music as far as like being producers, but you being everything basically. When you have an idea and like, you know, this is what it looked like in your head. So now you've created the beat and then you put your rhymes to it. Do you kind of hold that idea hostage? Like, is there a way you want it to be received by your audience?
You mean the music itself or like the entire song with like the words to it?
However you want to answer it.
As far as like the music goes, not really. I guess like the mixing on it, but yeah, I spent a lot of time making the music and fine tuning it. So I definitely want it to be thumpy, the bass to be like felt like in my body type of thing.
Real Cali shit.
Yeah, exactly. But as far as the wording goes, yeah, most of the times I'll have a concept in mind, or at least this is how I want to flow on it.
Right.
And I stick to that flow and I try to find words to kind of go with that flow. So yeah, I'm pretty more gung-ho about that. But musically, the production side of it, no, I'm not really like it gotta be like this for the audience. I just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I make a beat most times.
When you create music for yourself, which one do you usually have first, your lyrics or your beat?
Always the beat. I can't really write by itself, like just with no music to it.
Right.
It's very it's like I really like craft the words around the music. I mean, I could do it, but it just wouldn't sound right.
sound right.
Yeah, because then you kind of like create a beat in your head, even though there's no music there, and then you try to create, and it's like it's not matching up.
Other people may say, "Oh, that sounds dope" to that, but you already know it doesn't fit and everything else, and in your mind is going to be like that don't ride on the beat like it should. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what time it is right now? It's our favorite.
You got to chill.
Woo, woo.
You got to chill. You got to chill.
Just saying. It's a
got
bunch
to-
of questions.
What's it called?
You got
Oh,
to
it's
chill.
like a speed
You got
round
to
type thing. Let's go.
With no speed though. No speed.
Oh yeah, no speed.
She went from being 2 years old in Cali to a grown ass woman in Cali right now. All right. Okay, so this is really a bunch of questions we came up with, and
For me,
no, every that's the thing. Everybody gets them.
okay.
There is no right or wrong answer. Who was the first person we did this? Was it Pugs? No.
Maybe it was the one before him. Hell, you know what? Shit, don't make me lie.
Okay.
Not right now.
All right. Well, anyways, it's a series of questions. It's like 10 of them.
Okay.
And you can answer them however. There is no right answer.
There is not.
no wrong answer.
And you can answer them however you would
however
like.
you want, however you see fit.
Okay. It's funny seeing this floating iPad just pops up in the air.
Right. And
I try not to notice. They're like, is that catcher?
and you, like I said, you can answer them however you see fit.
Okay.
There is no politically correct answer to any of these questions.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But You might get a little pushback. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's
Hey, oh
always
my
jumping
God.
down somebody's throat about something.
It's
So.
always
I was
me.
gonna say it's gonna follow me for the rest of my life.
All right.
Always
So,
me.
you want to start it off?
Let's do it. Okay. Who came? Oh, I'm sorry. What came first, the poet or the rapper?
The poet.
No.
Do I have to expound, or is it one of those?
You
No,
can,
no, you
if you
can.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd love to hear why.
Because the words have to come before the rapping. I mean, rhyming was all I feel like may have been there, but when I think of rap, I think like something that's to a beat or like has like a rhythm to it. Poetry.
She didn't say rapping. She didn't say poetry or rapping. She said who came first, the poet or the rapper?
Oh yeah, the poet because of the words, and later came the rap because it became timed with music, timed to a rhythm.
Well,
you said no, right or wrong.
I mean, doesn't mean you can't get pushback.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
here comes old Judgy.
Because like, what do you define as rapping?
I mean, if we're going to say storytelling and stuff like that, which has been around before all of that, when tribal storytelling was
when you went to
rhyming
school.
No. So not the 1900s.
That's what we're doing, huh?
I think he was
That's what we're doing.
emancipated.
That's what we're doing.
I think he was emancipated.
You just lost a rack.
He was emancipated. He was there.
I didn't find out until
he was there. That was the day he came to Chicago after he got emancipated.
It's terrible. You see what I got to deal with.
And he brought his beat machine with him.
Listen,
He did.
Come on now.
I'm just saying.
We're trying to have a fucking show.
That's what he had.
Mind. I'm gonna bust out and cry.
He had it in the
There's all this
satchel over his
estrogen in
shoulder. It
fucking
was his
room.
beat machine and
All
his
right.
papers. It was
Okay.
In 1869. Okay, I'm sorry.
So the poet
All right.
is first. We'll just leave that one there.
Yes.
And don't
the
fuck with it no
storytelling.
more. Right. The story time and ancient history and all that shit. Yeah. All right. Okay. Who's more important, the DJ or the producer? Now be very careful with this one. Tread lightly.
The DJ.
Are you fucking serious?
Interesting.
Well,
as a producer yourself, you said DJ. That's crazy
I
to me.
retract that back now.
Judge.
I'm not judging. That's crazy to me.
No,
because before it gets in the DJ's hands, it has to come from the producer.
I guess like I was thinking from the hip hop aspect of it.
Oh,
the DJ.
Do tell.
That's the first time we've heard it that way.
Yeah, like I mean, if we thinking musically, yes, the producer came first. But if we're thinking,
are you saying rap isn't music? Like hip hop is like.
I know, no, it is music.
Okay.
It is music, but it started with the, literally like wooden tables and vinyl and scratching and stuff. Like
we had the that's technology. How it started?
How else did it start? We was.
I just held all that shit back. I just held it in.
I'm glad because I was looking at you. You looked like your head was about to pop.
I did good.
You did really good. You did really good. I'm proud of you.
I did good.
I'm proud of you.
I mean, but it started from makeshift objects becoming sound, sampling that, and then we have more technology to create the music as a producer. But in a way, to me, the DJ is a producer. So that's what I'm saying. It's a double-edged sword.
We've heard that one 2 times now that the DJ is the producer. You've heard that. Okay.
Because I mean, if you think about the elements of hip hop, they don't say producer, they say DJ. So I consider the
by
DJ
default, then I guess.
Yeah, because they're the one that's scratching and sampling and making the music.
I get, you know what? Because that's again, you're the first person that even said in hip hop they mention the DJ. They don't go. It's the producer is not one of the elements. But also too the natural transition from DJ is producer in hip hop. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of the only genres of music as far as DJing is concerned that the DJ from 99.9% of the time becomes a producer.
Right.
It's the natural progression.
Right. They're like between a performer and a producer.
Right. Got you.
I like
Very good answer.
I'll take it.
We'll take that, but we're not judging. So don't be taking anything.
I'm not.
No, I'm talking to this one.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Rapper or MC?
MC.
I like her style.
Okay.
Yeah. Any reason why?
Because I look at the MC as the storyteller. The rapper is more of like the braggadocious /
But isn't the MC still braggadocious?
They are, but I feel like the MC is more like have more of the message and then the rapper is kind of like the son of the MC or the daughter of the MC.
So the rapper,
like the younger generation.
Okay. So the MC is the house nigga, and
No,
and the rapper is the
I
field
ain't
nigga.
say that. He said.
I mean,
He said
Of course, he
y'all.
would use that analogy because
classy-
he was emancipated
classy-
and that was what he dealt with.
So okay, since you want to go there, I'm not going to go there. But so you have classy and trashy, is what you're saying.
I kind of like that. I'm kind of
I
shocked.
guess that's
But
the
I
best
do.
way to put it. But the rapper is not always trashy either. They're just a
Okay.
little more simplistic than the MC.
When I was in high school, that's exactly how we used to separate. We used to say, like backpackers, kind of sort of.
Backpack rap,
That's
yeah.
hip hop, and then like Silk the Shocker or something like that
Yeah,
was like a
like a
rapper.
rapper,
Yeah.
Mm.
Shout out to Silk the Shocker. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Silk the Shocker. Are you fucking serious right now?
Is he locked up right now?
No, I'm
No,
serious.
it's the other one.
Oh, see.
Are you fucking serious right now?
He never did nothing wrong to me.
Oh, we'll get into that later.
I'm sure.
Random.
Out to New Orleans.
That shit
Sure.
was out of nowhere, and I'm feeling like shots were fired.
What? If I offered you some orange juice, you'd think there was poison in it.
No, I wouldn't.
If you
I'd
sneeze
say
and I
thank
said
you for
bless
the orange
you,
juice. But if you said this orange juice came from Master P, I would think you up to some shit.
No,
why in the
not
fuck would I
Master
give
P,
you orange
though.
juice from
It's
Master
not
P?
had
Where
nothing
the
to
fuck?
do with him.
Where would I
Where
see
does
Master
Silk
P
Shocker
and he
come
have
from?
orange juice?
Where does Silk the Shocker come from?
What the fuck kind of shit is that?
Where does Silk the Shocker
I
come
just
from?
go outside and Master P just walking down the street. Hey, you need juice? Yeah, you know what?
You know, I sold out
mommy
my
needs some
trunk.
juice. What the fuck?
Hold on. God damn it. Let's reel it back in.
Put the crack pipe down, okay?
Oh, okay. All right.
Now get it. Let's number 4. Let's go. Come on.
Who, me?
You.
Oh, yeah. Record sales or touring?
Touring, because you
Nice.
make some more money off of the tour than the records.
Unless you
Most
have
cases.
unless you have that number one hit.
Yeah.
But then
But you can
becomes
sell
the
that
bigger
record
tours.
at the tour too.
Yeah, that's very
That
true.
CD or that tape.
Yeah.
You know,
That's very true.
yeah.
So, well, you know what? Nope, we'll get there. Oh, well, yeah, we're here now. Word of mouth or the internet?
Damn, that's a hard one. But initially I think of the internet because the internet could hit the world.
Right.
Word of mouth is more local. Unless you know some people around the world, you could text them. But other than that,
It doesn't necessarily have to be local
right.
because some
like
I
the
mean,
word of mouth.
the word of
Yeah.
mouth.
Maybe
Like,
it's just more personal.
Which I
but is
find
it
it more
music?
effective.
Your choice of music is personal.
Yes. it
So
is.
when you hear something, somebody could have heard her shit on the radio or heard it, in passing,
That's true.
and
I
then
hadn't thought about that.
and then went and told somebody, and they're not even
Mhm.
from Chicago, or they could be out in Tennessee somewhere and be like, "Hey,
It's true.
this is somebody you should go check out." You
Yeah.
never heard of her? Neither have I. I don't know where she's from, but here's her fucking thing,
Yeah.
and then that person loves it, and then they tell somebody.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
Tennessee is going crazy over her.
Yeah.
It can happen, and
Yeah.
it does happen.
It does happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
That's a
want-
good one too.
So do you want to retract?
Yeah.
just saying.
Or
Well,
I mean, you can always find the bright
It's-
side to
yeah.
both.
to both, yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
because a lot of people would argue
You just I
that.
could choose both.
Yeah,
Can I
you
choose
can-
both?
Yeah.
you
So
can,
if
yeah.
there's a
Okay.
question with options and you want to expound on each one of them, because
Yeah, absolutely.
we don't care at all.
Exactly.
Absolutely, because some would argue that the internet is the new word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's so many people posting stuff, you miss it. So
Yeah.
like when I have like reached out to people personally, like people feel special. Like they feel like, damn, like you thought about me to share this thing with me.
Right.
So I like that. And then like you said, you might meet someone from a different state here in Chicago,
Mhm.
and they're gonna bring that back to their city.
And talk to everybody they know and say, "Oh, I met
Yeah.
this girl, and here, check out the picture she took with me."
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yep.
And her music. And
Yep.
then-
Or you go visit someplace and you tell them about yourself and you network.
Right.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I
There's
got.
benefits to both.
So who's got this next?
You.
Yeah. Okay. Who's better, white rappers or black rappers?
Black rappers.
Ah,
Damn,
damn! She
that was
didn't even
quick.
think
Shit.
about that
Oh
shit.
boy. All right.
'Cause
God damn.
I mean, they learn from us, just like everything else that they learn from us.
Wow, she said they. Wow,
I mean,
this shit- I'm
yeah,
getting-
they,
I just
yeah.
started sweating out
Yeah,
of
the,
nowhere.
the caucasoids,
I
as
feel-
D-Nick would say.
Damn! Oh, by
All
the
about
way,
the
shout out
melanin.
D-Nick. Shout out D-Nick. He was in the building a
All about
second
the
ago.
melanin.
The caucasoids. Holy shit. We just got racial as a motherfucker. I'm not
I mean,
gonna.
you said it.
It happens,
You asked
I
the
guess.
question.
No, it's cool. I mean, I like to hear the answers whenever we ask that question.
Yeah.
But you did not even blink.
Mm-mm.
And then you right after that said they steal everything from us anyways.
Yeah, they steal and they learn from us, and we unfortunately we taught them too, but they take from us. Yeah.
No lies have been told.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Ouch.
we appreciate you for loving our culture, but give it back.
Damn. All
I
right.
mean, when I say give it back, I mean I'm talking about like the gatekeeping aspect
Oh,
of
yeah.
it. You know,
Okay.
the
And
labels
the bread.
Because the rest of that shit don't matter.
Yep. The curators, like, you know.
So you don't think
show-
there's any good white rappers out there?
No, they are. There definitely are. But you're saying either or, and I'm going to choose my people over like the people that, especially the people that created it,
Right.
before someone else that inherited it from us.
Right.
Yeah.
Like who was it I think it was D-Nick that said he don't like seeing people wear his suit.
Oh, like
Yeah.
wearing his merch and stuff?
No.
Oh.
No, like
Like
literally.
rapping is seeing a white rapper is like him wearing his suit. Like it's a suit that don't fit. You're not supposed to have that suit.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Well, shout out to
It's-
D-Nick and the
yeah.
Misfits. Yeah.
And shout out to my white rappers too, because I got white rapper friends.
That sounded real racist. I got white rapper friends.
But I'm
My
kidding.
best friend's a white rapper. Yeah.
No, because I
That's wild.
know they're watching. They're gonna be like, hey, but
Yeah.
at the same time, they might be like, that's true.
I mean,
You know,
but
hey,
truth is truth.
Yeah.
truth is truth, no matter how it makes you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
For sure.
Good answer. I take it. It's there. It is what it is.
All right. Well,
I couldn't even argue because normally I'll be like, how do you know? I mean,
Right.
she said that shit too fast, had too
Yeah.
much shit going on in that answer. So I got to leave that one the fuck alone. Leave that shit where it is.
so I guess we'll take it.
Yeah, 100%.
All
All
right.
day.
Is it really possible to have a top 5 rappers list?
You can have a top 5, but I think it's okay that it changes over time.
Mm,
Or
Love
you may
it.
have
that's
to
the first
see.
time I've heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to volunteer that.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
volunteer that.
I
yeah.
don't remember who said this, but someone said that they feel like the top 5 that they had when they were younger kind of shapes their opinion of
I think that was Pugs. I think.
yes, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, for sure. You definitely have your top 5 that shaped you, and then you can have your current one too,
Yeah.
or your seasonal or whatever. Yeah,
Hmm.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Okay.
because that's not going to change. That's what helped introduce you to hip hop
Mm-hmm.
and who you are today.
Yeah, I think my core 5 is probably still the same.
Okay. Well, I got something that's real spicy.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Is this a part of the same segment?
No.
Oh,
No, yeah, it's the same shit.
okay.
West Coast gangster rap or East Coast gangster rap?
What's
Shut your ass up. I'm gonna have yeah, like
I mean, only because I don't really know too many East Coast. I guess Schoolie D is one, right?
yeah,
And then I know,
way before.
yeah, the first.
And if somebody even says anything about Ice-T, let's be very clear. He's from New Jersey, not from California.
Right, yep, he is.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at him like, I know this nigga finna say something.
No, because I have to say this, and I think I said it the last show when we were talking to Double A, and shout out to Double A and Chris Crack, that when something is packaged and shoved down your throat, you don't realize it. So when people think of gangster music, they think of West Coast,
Yeah.
only because
Yeah.
it was shoved down their throats. And same with the attire. The attire, if you look at this group, they were not wearing red or blue. They were wearing
Right.
the generic version of okay, put that on, take that off, put that jacket on,
Yeah.
dress like these dudes in the street. They package it up to like a big, nice, beautiful bowl, kissed it, and then shoved it down everybody's throat. So when
Right.
people think of gangster music, they only think of California.
Yeah.
When gangster music on the East Coast was alive from day one since
Yeah.
hip hop started. So it's
Right.
from its inception. So
Yeah.
I always ask that question. We ask that question because I think it's really funny how we always everybody. Like,
I know, right? Let's go.
NWA. Okay,
And it's,
I
the,
get
and
it.
it's the music too, like the choice of instruments that they use, because it's like funk, like
Yeah,
West
but
Coast.
that's West Coast. I mean, like
Yeah.
if you go to Louisiana, you're going to hear the music that they listen
Yeah,
to.
that's
And,
true.
That bounce music.
and
That bounce, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
I'm not
gangsta,
even. I'm
though.
not. No. Listen, what I mean by that is West Coast R&B music has always been different than any other place.
Yeah.
Chicago's R&B music has been different.
Yeah.
So every area, every state or region is going to have a certain style of music, and so everything else is influenced off of that.
And it's probably
Right.
too because it's created in the spirit of whatever they like to do. So for us, you know, we're real smooth with the stepping.
Exactly.
Out there, they got the, you know, the car shows and all that shit.
Yeah,
and, you know, like they just do player
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in New Orleans, there's the bounce, like the engineer said, and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
the bounce, before the bounce, it was the Mardi Gras type
The blues,
shit.
like the second line
Yeah,
type
all
stuff.
that type
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
So that's what influenced that bounciness from their
Exactly.
hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
And I think every place has. DC has go-go.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, it's an interpolation of, you know, whatever they were hearing at the time as far as R&B or whatever the influences were. So that's why California has a specific sound. Chicago has a very specific sound.
Yeah.
The South has a very specific sound. They all have a very specific sound because of,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Do you feel like that's still the case now?
What?
Because it feels so blended now. Everyone's doing. a little
Yeah, I
everything.
mean, with the internet and everything is so accessible now
Right.
that it's hard sometimes to differentiate where somebody's actually from,
Yeah.
because you have, like, for instance, like even in New York right now, they've kind of lost their way, so they're really copying London right now,
Yeah. Exactly.
and so that's wild as shit to me.
Yeah.
Like, what? They're copying the cadence, they're copying the flow, and
Right.
they've been copying the music for the last 3-4 years, I want to say. So
Exactly.
it's kind of strange how everything keeps turning and doing its thing, but that's, you know, the internet.
Yep.
It's a gift, it's a curse, it's everything in between, because the internet allows us to do things like such from, you know, a place,
Yeah.
you know, and also allows us to reach millions and millions and millions of people from the luxury of our home,
Exactly.
from the luxury of our car,
Yeah.
the bus, whatever, where in the hell and whatever in the hell we're doing. So
Right.
I mean, there's a lot to be said for it, but
Yeah.
you know, it's it's just fucking oversaturated with. Because of that, it's just
Yeah.
oversaturated with a lot of crap and a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. We ain't gonna get into all that. But.
We got a tuner in Lagos, Nigeria right now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Which
That's
is
what's
probably
up.
like 5 a.m. over there.
Yeah.
It's late.
Thank
what you doing
you.
away?
Yeah, one of my guys, and he's actually from the South Side, 7-6 Super,
Yeah.
who started off doing juke dancing and stuff,
Yeah.
and he was always writing poetry. Now he's a rapper, but he lives in Ghana now, and he's
Wow.
doing crazy things out there with the music out there, which
Yeah.
kind of like I was gonna say about Afrobeat, like how that shit is just really. I've been talking about Afrobeat literally for like the last 10 years, and just telling people,
and then
like,
it
watch
just
this.
popped off.
Like I'm telling people, and they were like, oh man, that shit, man, and it's everywhere now.
It's everywhere.
It is like
It's
what
everywhere.
after like 2017, 2018, I just
Mhm.
started seeing it more and more. That's dope.
I think also
love
too
it.
that a lot of people of color are starting to really become more one with who they are, where they're from,
Mhm.
and culturally trying to pick up as much as possible, especially
Exactly.
with the dancing and everything, because dancing is really
It's art.
spiritual, and
us,
it's
yeah.
a real thing. So like I was telling somebody once, they were talking about the way that they dance, and I was like, you have to be very careful, because when they're dancing, they're telling a story. They're saying
Exactly.
that they're passing
For real.
messages and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
not just, you know, them just being rhythmic or whatever. But
Exactly.
anyways, let's carry on.
CDs, tapes, vinyl, or streaming.
Why y'all doing this to me? I definitely like the vinyl. I like playing things on vinyl. It's very nostalgic. I like hearing the crisp and I know it's a terminology for that. The sound.
That
the,
cracking
the
sound. I forgot what
crackling. Yes, exactly. But I like streaming just
Like
based
the
off
analog sound.
Yes. And but I like the streaming because it's more accessible.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
That was easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's on you.
you want me to ask this? I prefer you ask this last one. I prefer you ask, because I need to see what the fuck you're gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, now I'm conscious of it. So I had a racial episode last week.
Go ahead, expound on that, please. I want to hear it.
So it's very funny
Okay.
because
Already laughing.
like I try to be like, I don't even know how to explain this shit because I was just flat out racist.
Well, first of all,
But-
just ask the question.
so the
and
question-
before you answer the question, let her explain what happened.
Yes. So the
Okay.
question is, who gets a house first? This is how it's written.
Okay.
Who gets a house first, yourself or your mom? So what I've noticed though over time is when I'm talking to somebody,
Ryan,
I'll say,
you clean it up.
who gets the house first, yourself or your mom or your dad? Or I might say,
No, you didn't. You
I
have
know
never said that.
two
You
different
have
interviews.
never fucking said
Two
that.
different interviews. I did say that
I'm gonna look them up.
because I don't like saying just your mom because
You're
everybody's
lying.
everybody's
You're
living in a
lying.
single parent
You're
household.
Right,
fucking
exactly.
lying.
But shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But that's as far as it's gone with that.
You're
Just I
lying.
just say mom or dad. But last week though, oh no, I don't know. We were interviewing a white person, and I asked the question, and I swear to God, I said, "Who gets the house first, yourself or your parents?" And after the
My
S,
head exploded.
after the S and parents came out, I said to myself, "Bitch, did you just say parents?"
And my head exploded.
Where the
And
fuck
I
did
went
that-
ape shit
Yeah.
crazy.
And I
like,
couldn't
what the
really,
fuck?
you know what I'm saying?
You
But
can
I said,
retract
I'm
that.
like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that come from? But yeah, that was some crazy shit to me. Like that
Right.
was, I don't know, it was fucked up. But I think I just need to like talk to more white people because you know, like
She
sometimes
looked at him and just assumed that he had.
no, but like
parents.
Shout out to
the
Double
people,
A.
the
He
people that I
understood what the
work
question
with,
was.
Shout
you
out
know,
Double A, man.
yeah,
Shout out Double
you-
A. He took it like a champ.
you were wonderful. I love
Yeah.
you.
Well,
I'm
then
sorry.
what do you say? Yourself or your mom, and their mom passed away.
You're
Like,
right. So like a couple times when I said your mom or your dad, like
You
you
ain't
some
never-
people
you
when you
ain't
say
never said
mom,
that
they
shit.
just answer right away. But other people like
She ain't never said
if
that
I
shit.
feel like a little bit of hesitation, you know,
Just so
like I might
everybody
like
knows, she
I
ain't
think
never
I've
said that shit.
3 times I've said or dad because
I know y'all hear me out there.
the
She
other
ain't
person,
never said
the
that
first
shit.
person I mentioned it to, I had heard them say something
These
about
are-
their father
these are
throughout the interview. So I'm like,
outright
hey, why wouldn't you go with dad?
Outlandish
Whatever. And then I don't want to
lies.
assume that your parents aren't together or
And she's still
I don't know
going with it.
what your life is like. I just
Right.
everyone
I've-
needs,
I've-
everyone
I've
wants to
seen
be
some
seen.
Right.
Representation
backpedaling
is
before in
important.
my life,
Hello.
but I have never seen backpedaling like this before. This is some backwards bike riding ass shit I'm seeing here. But it's all good.
So you in that shirt over there, you
Me and my shirt
you-
is good,
you-
man.
you-
We're one. We are one with your estrogen.
What is
Yeah.
with you and estrogen?
I don't know. There's a lot of it in the room. So
I mean,
You
it's
said
like,
you really
it's
want-
like
But you
3-3.
But you didn't even
It's
answer
a
the
balance
question.
right now.
Who gets the house? Who gets the house? Your parents
Mhm.
first or you?
I'm changing that shit to parents.
Well, my parents had a house. My mom has a house right now, so it's my turn to get a house today.
What about she wants to be around you?
Well, maybe I'll get a house next door or something like that. She can come and visit wherever I'm at. She can come and visit. She'll have a spot. Yeah, my parents will have a spot. So yeah,
So-
they've had their chance. They've had their life. I'm now. It's time for me
What
to
a
have a house.
selfish.
How?
Self-
How?
Well,
They had a house.
No, put her in a home. Put her in a vibe. Put her in a.
Is that what you mean?
Put her
Who gets
ass in
a
a home.
house?
What if it's an
Yeah,
expensive
cool.
home? They give them
Put her in a
snacks and
home.
everything.
Put her in a
Shit.
home. Put her in
But she already got a house though.
That's
I
good
want you to
living.
get a
She can't
second
live there by
house.
herself forever. Put
Fun-
her
My
in a home.
mama's married.
Fun
She-
fact.
She got a husband.
Those
and
adult
dog.
communities,
Them in a home.
it be cracking.
Put them in a home.
It be cracking.
Okay.
It be cracking.
Yeah, they have a lot of
You
sex
said
in
who
there.
gets the
Yeah,
house
they
first?
they
but already
have the
had it.
highest STD rates
Yeah.
Who?
in those old
The old folks
senior
home.
living communities because they don't the
Yeah.
reproductive situation isn't a worry anymore. So they just be like,
They-
fuck it,
They
let's
got it cracking up in
it's
there.
straight cracking,
And they, you know, all their significant others done passed away and shit.
straight cracking.
Timmy
And,
done kicked the bucket already.
and I'm talking
Laura
about
clubs
out
all
there.
kind of shit on the table.
Oh my
out there.
God.
In-
I don't
in-
want to think
in-
about old people having sex.
Man.
I'm thinking that they
Hey,
don't have
look,
to drive
this
no
is
more.
what it looks like.
Shut your ass up.
Come on in, boy.
Like shuffleboard and goddamn
And
threesomes
shuffling,
and shit.
something else.
Right, all
Yeah.
type of shit.
And they writing each other paper checks too. You know what I'm saying? The pimps,
You know about that.
the old pimps in there like, write me a check for 50, baby.
Okay,
Right.
I gotta
Write
tell
me
the
a
story because you brought
Make
up
sure you sign
the,
the back of that
paper
motherfucker.
checks. So my mom used to deliver mail.
Mhm.
She just recently retired. So she used to always tell me a story about this one building. It was like a assisted living kind of sort of,
Yeah.
but like all kind of people could go there.
Right.
So on the first of the month, the people would cash their checks and they had this top floor in the building. And all the men would be rushing to get $2 cash so they can go upstairs and get their udizzle taken care of.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because they $2.
Get to the issue.
$2 is the
Get
price.
to the problem, son.
$2.
Don't get that $2.
Right.
Break your hip down the stairs. Get back up there. Get in the elevator, escalator, wheelchair, everything, and get your shit topped off.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
It was the slowest
That's-
stampede
Yeah,
you would ever see.
Hey, watch out, man.
Right.
They both walking.
Straight.
They
The slow.
both walking, and they just saying, "Move out the way."
He was like, they would be
They
so
both walking. That's
serious.
wild.
So
That's
serious.
wild as shit. I
So
swear to God.
serious.
But
Okay,
you know what?
I'm sorry.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna just put this out.
Damn, Rufus, it's taking too long.
They fuck around. Yeah, I know. They fuck around. Come on, man, get out the way. Both of them niggas walking slow as shit. But anyways, yeah, don't put me in a fucking home and everybody done passed away and shit. It's over with.
All right.
It's over with. You ain't married. I ain't been married. That bitch been dead 6 years. You fucking mean? You better shut up. Pull them granny panties off. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. But
Wait a minute, what the hell?
I'm just saying, hey man, you know, this is not a children's show.
I would.
Our shit is set
pay
up for
to see
children
that.
camp. You know what I'm saying? Click on your digs. But I'm just saying, if the motherfuckers put me in a home, I'm running rampant up in that.
You
bitch.
need a reality show
I'm
right
running
now.
rampant up there. You ain't going to dinner? Hell no, I got motherfuckers coming on, bitch. What you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm-
he
you know
goes
what I'm
to
saying?
Shady Pines.
I'm trading everything too. I'm taking oatmeal. I'm taking everything. Nigga.
Yeah.
I'm taking it all. You know what I'm saying?
With
Yeah.
the whole table.
Shit, yeah. What do they call that shit? I don't know. I want your Ben Gay. I want it all. Let's go. Run that shit.
You are a terrible person.
No, okay. Well, you know
Like,
what? I'm
I earned
working on being better every day. So
Yes, you
there
are.
Go.
The
There
engineer.
you go.
The bonus question.
Would you rather have skill or fame?
Skill or pain?
Fame.
Fame. Skill. Because that skill means that you have access. I mean, fame you have access to, but if you don't got no skill, it's not gonna last long. So
Very true facts.
That is true.
Very true facts. Because I mean, and besides that, like if you have the tools to do something, you're literally never broke. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's like the old adage: as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the skills, you truly will never be broke. I mean,
exactly.
fame is something that's wanted. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like you can want that shit,
Yeah.
but that shit comes with a price itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. It's crazy because my friend Abstract Jazz, shout out to my friend Abstract Jazz from Detroit. She was like, "Do you want fame?" I said, "No, I don't want fame. But I think what about fame is the access and
Right.
getting into certain rooms.
right.
Like I would want to be like a household name, but I still want to be able to go to the store and
That
not
ain't
be, you
gonna
know,
happen.
Yeah.
no,
You cannot. Well, not in this day and age that we live in. Not in this
like
day
an
and
indie
age.
artist, but
Not in
not,
Chicago.
No.
yeah,
I mean, think about it. If you really truly and fame was
like
your
respect, like get the
Yeah,
respect.
right.
Yeah,
I'm
people
not,
know
I'm
who
like
I
if
am.
fame is your thing, right? And you're saying, okay, because it's gonna open certain doors for me, right?
Yeah,
With that, to get into those doors, you have to be publicly like that's got to be some real
Yeah.
fame. So you
yeah,
can't it's almost like you can't have both of them.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know people that are in the underground scene that make a very good living.
Mm.
They don't have to work, they make their
Right.
own schedule, they tour, they do their thing, and nobody knows who the fuck they are.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of their fans and their
Right,
the
exactly.
people
Well, that's
that
you
buy their
also
music.
though.
Right.
I mean, because
Yeah.
you know you're sustaining your lifestyle doing what you love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm not full time just yet. But that's the goal
Right.
to be
The
like
goal.
those artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there's enough money to go around. I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people
Yes.
don't understand. Everybody's so goddamn greedy,
Yeah.
but not understanding that there's enough money for everybody. Like
Exactly.
I could eat over here and never think of your plate. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, that's not the thought process of
Right.
most people. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
It is
Especially
what
in
it is.
Chicago.
Right.
Yeah.
Doggy dog world.
And being an artist in Chicago, like what's the climate like to you? Like what's your experience?
I think it's great because it's like different scenes.
come on, wait. Can we cut the shit for a second?
What?
Can you just
I'll
give us the real deal? Because you're like, I think it's green.
You
I
didn't
just
let
wanted
me
to-"
get to the butts yet.
Okay,
I
okay,
just-
all
I
right,
just-
all right,
I
all
just
right,
got
all right,
started.
run it.
I just said it was
My
great.
bad. It just sounded like it's cut, a little mayonnaise.
No. You said mayonnaise?
I
Mayonnaise.
said mayonnaise.
What?
You know, like mayonnaise.
What's
It's
oh,
great.
mayonnaise.
Just let it go.
Mayonnaise.
No, it's I like that it's versatile. Like it's something for someone here. There's different sounds, different venues, and all that stuff. But I do think that it can be very clout chasey here in
Right.
Chicago. Like I'm gonna put it out there. Silver Room, y'all have y'all last Silver Room show after what 18 years, they said. Been applying for that for a while, but I think it's like it's certain politics that's at play
Oh,
with
yeah,
certain like
100%.
festivals and certain venues. And it's like, and I was just telling D2G this just yesterday. It's like we have a lot of like artists, and like D2G said, we're a little bit spoiled, but we only grab the same people
Right.
and put them up, and then everybody else is doing like the lesser known shows.
Mhm.
Right.
So we need to start doing a better rotation and
Right.
bringing people up, especially those who are doing the work and
Right.
we know that are dope and we know them. So it's almost like, damn, do I have to leave? Which sometimes is the case sometimes,
Right.
because I've gone to different places and people finally see it when I'm gone.
Right.
It's like that's not how it should be.
Right. Right.
So yeah.
There's something to be said about Chicago. There is an extreme amount of creativity here in Chicago. And I ask this question, especially to Chicago artists. What do you think is the biggest hurdle, the biggest problem with Chicago artists breaking out of Chicago? Because we see this a lot where there's almost like a Chicago curse. They've been famous as fucking Chicago, but can't seem to break out of Chicago.
That's an interesting question, because I don't know anyone that like has that kind of issue. Like one artist like group that I can think of is Mother Nature. They're a hip hop duo. They started in Chicago or in Illinois, but they slowly started, going to different places.
Right.
I don't know if it's the management or marketing or just the kind of music that they make that people gravitate towards it. I don't know what it is, but it's funny that you say that, because I've had people tell me like master Chicago first, like let people know who you are and then go somewhere else.
But the problem with that is a lot, and just my own observation, a problem with that is a lot. Once somebody masters Chicago, you're basically stuck here now. Like you're in this kind of loop of nonstop, same old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I asked this to a lot of artists because I do find Chicago is one of the most creative cities I've ever been in. And I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like the artistry that is here in the city.
Yeah. And that's probably why some of our artists get stuck, because of the creativity and everything that's there. And it's like nothing like Chicago in a sense of like, because of the versatility that we have, because you can go somewhere else and it's like, I don't like the people that's here or this kind of energy. Like we just get the best of both worlds in Chicago, where it's like you got your heightenedness like of the New York, but like California, I guess, because it's very much entertainment. Then you have a little bit of New York. It's just a good melting pot.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes people may just don't want to go because they just are comfortable.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a positive spin.
Yeah.
Okay.
But personally, me, I would love to master the city through and through. And if if that doesn't work, I still want to be able to go to different places, because I know internationally that's where it's at, especially for American artists.
Stop playing with that.
That's where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah. And that's looking at the bigger picture too.
Exactly.
So speaking of branching out and opportunities and things of that nature and being in those rooms, how important is representation to you in terms of being a Black person, a female, and then also, I think when you think about entertainment or being an artist or performer in general, there's a lot that comes with it. You got your wardrobe and your hair and all that. Like when you're someone of color, it's almost like when you make it, you're carrying every other person of color with you. So like when you think about representation, like what does that look like when you're trying to make those decisions and when you're in those rooms?
Yeah. So like with me personally, like on especially in a music standpoint, I do look at like, it's weird because it's like I want people to see like the strong woman hip hop artist, but at the same time, my mindset when I'm making music is not I'm speaking from a woman's perspective or I'm speaking from, you know, my community. You know, I'm telling my story, but I know that that's there and that people are gonna look at it and be inspired by it or want to do it. So I take that on, but I also don't want to feel like that I'm being held up to a certain standard because of who I am, or like you got to do this because you're, you know, melanated, you're black, or you're a woman, so you got to do it like this. Like I don't want to have too much expectations, but I hope that can be a representation for people to not feel like they're being boxed in.
Just be the best you can be every day.
So
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
a question for you. and follow me. Okay. I'm gonna need you to follow me.
What's the name today? Have mercy.
I am Larry Lactose from Lotus Flower Records.
Okay.
Okay. I've got
demographic.
I've got $10 million here, ma'am, for you, but I'm gonna need you to wear booty shorts. And I'm gonna need you to sex it up really hard. It's $10 million. I'm gonna need you to sex it up really super hard. It's $10 million. Here's the bag. You taking it?
No. We talked about fame early. Oh, yeah, you was in the room, Larry, Lotus, whoever you are.
That's how I'm here now. It's 10 mil, life changing.
Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Not gonna take it.
Nope. Unless I can wear what I want to wear, and I'll talk.
Yeah, absolutely. You can wear whatever color, but it's going to be booty shorts and it's going to be everything. And I'm going to need you to twerk. That's what the kids
can
call
I bring
it,
down the shorts a little bit, a few inches?
Absolutely not.
By the knee at least. Or
Absolutely
by a little
not.
above the knee.
Absolutely not. So no, you're saying no to the 10 mil.
No. I mean, yes, I am saying no. Yes, I'm saying no.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I don't want to, because that's not me personally. I wouldn't wear
$10 million can make you whoever you want to be.
I know, but how many years I got to wear these booty shorts?
Damn.
I know you're going to put me under a contract.
That's
a
a good
360
question.
deal, right?
Just one album. Just one album's worth.
That's actually the first time
that anybody has said
that.
How long I got to do this.
I think that's my favorite. How long I got to wear these booty shorts.
To everyone.
Yeah.
And generally speaking, everybody says no. Mm-hmm. You know, I got integrity, man. I don't fuck around.
Right.
You know, and then we've had a couple of people say, yeah, like Chris Crack said, yeah, I'll do it, but only if I get creative control.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then someone else says, well, you're still dancing the jig. So creative control means absolutely nothing if you're still dancing the jig.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But your answer is very interesting because no one has ever said out of every time that I asked that question. That's because I also make up new names for the record stuff. But no one's ever said how long. And I always throw it out there like, hey, it's 10 million, it's life-changing, it's this and that. Because one thing we know about media, and I'm not saying this is how I'm convincing you to the bag like that, but it's very short-term memory. They might laugh at you for a minute.
That's true.
How thick-skinned are you?
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And to you,
laugh at you all the way to the bank.
I said, man, who cares?
No.
I mean, like at the end of the day, you got 10 mil, and then whatever you do with that 10 mil, it's life changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's life changing, and you can make that 10 mil to 100 mil.
Exactly.
A hell of a lot faster than you can not dancing that jig.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different ways to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Or if it's like like the old basketball player shorts or like track shorts.
Oh no, this is full on.
Like
Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah. This is all that.
No.
And then a bag
like
of
if
chips.
it was athletic wear, maybe I would say
No.
Nope.
No, it's the full on.
Nope. I need to breathe down there.
But you ain't lying. You ain't lying. That's a whole nother situation.
Shoot.
All right. I'm not touching that. All right.
Hey, Acuna.
Acuna, that was a great answer, love. Her mindset. Well, good for her. But guess what? She did not take the money. So
it'll come.
She wants to know, what's your favorite track on the new album?
Yeah, so I got a project coming out, EP called Intellectual Frequencies. That's dropping at the end of the month on the 31st, which is crazy because I dropped my other project called World Vibes, my first instrumental project on the 31st. So I don't know, something about the 31st. But
you like
I don't know.
the 31st.
Maybe it's the summertime, middle of the summer type thing. So that's a really good question. I'm gonna go with the song I have called "What You Want to Know."
What you want to know?
Yeah, because that's my b-boy record, or slash NERD record, and it's also a really fun storytelling song because it talks about lurkers, people that's been lurking, been following me. Just the weirdest things, people, especially men, sorry, can be really
What
creepy
the fuck?
sometimes. Not saying you,
Wow.
but it just so happens the song that I'm writing about is about men and just being too thirsty and being
Okay.
too weird, and especially when
Somebody
you're
lurking.
attractive too. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she got lurkers.
Yeah,
Lurkers.
I've had a guy that was like saying, "Let's make beats," and then like later on, like, "I ain't gonna lie, I just was trying to get close to you." I'm like, "Well, it ain't work. I'm sorry."
She said it ain't work. It ain't work. It's extremely difficult for a woman to be in the music industry as it is.
Yeah, especially when you're a woman that makes hip hop music.
Right.
I feel like any guy would be attracted to that. You can rap, you can spit, you can write. Like, you're doing what I can do.
Yeah.
Like, you cool. Like, I like that. That's dope.
By the way.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
Got studio.
But I was like, that just kind of threw me all the way off. But what was I gonna say? Because it had to pertain to that, like
lurking.
lurking and all that shit. Because as a female artist, I mean, you have to be very mindful of how you are maneuvering within the industry.
Yeah.
You know, have you found that to be any issues or problems?
I mean, thank God I haven't had no one like do anything crazy or say anything crazy or like, "Oh, you gotta do this so I can get you opportunity." Thankfully, I haven't had those kind of,
Well, they're
things
coming.
happen.
It's
But
inevitable.
you know,
I say that
yeah.
because it's inevitable. That's all I'm saying.
But I wonder too, like they see my demeanor and they just see how I carry myself, if they even have the guts to even
I
do
don't
that.
mean shit. The internet has, and I hate to say this,
Yeah.
but the internet has made all of that shit way different now.
I think the
You know what I'm
lines are
saying?
like completely blurred.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So it's like, at the end of the day, it's just gonna go, what is she gonna do? Tell me no?
Right,
You know,
that's true.
You know what I mean? I've heard no all my life. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Give
exactly.
it a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're 100% more accessible than say 10, 20 years ago,
Yeah,
and doing music or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
inevitable because there's some creepy motherfucker watching right now.
I
It's
know
like,
that
I gotta
third
check
phone
her
was- that third-
Instagram, and then unless
Yeah.
you start blocking people, and the only fucked up
Exactly.
thing about that is
They create another account.
they create another account, but you don't, if you're losing the very people that you want to buy, not that type of person, but you're losing
Right.
people that you want to buy and consume
Exactly.
your artistry. So
yeah,
it's-
I'm always like respectful, but obviously I want to keep my space or I don't respond,
Right.
But yeah, like you said, those people are in my demographic, unfortunately. I mean, but they listen to the music, they like the music, just don't disrespect me
Right,
or my
right.
family or friends or anything like that.
Right.
Like,
But,
keep
I
the
mean,
space, I guess. But like you say, you can't avoid it.
You're not going to be able to avoid it because unfortunately, hip hop is male driven.
Yeah.
It is male driven, and there's
And the
all
creepers
kinds-
are out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they out
not to
there.
mention, because we ain't even talking about the industry creeps.
Right.
That's the industry creeps are a whole nother bag of beans. That's a whole nother avenue and route you're going to, if you haven't seen it already,
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
I'm about to start traveling with a security guard
So,
soon.
get you a pistol. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You ain't got no
Hello.
felonies. Get you a
Yep.
pistol. You know
Hello.
what I'm saying?
I definitely am a believer of that too.
Yeah. Carry
Our
that
community
pistol.
is not.
Knock a nigga down. You know
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
to,
You know what I mean?
especially if
What
it's
you
just
gotta
me
do.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
Get your
would you,
training
and
in.
I'm still in this question from the engineer. Is there anything you would tell the 13, 14-year-old you right now about music and about being an artist?
Yes.
About life.
About life. Definitely be thoughtful of like, I think about like opportunities that you take. You don't have to say yes to everything.
Right.
Because that young Jovan was so like into like the music and just a go-getter, just want to create, like keep that same passion, keep it going. But of course, like don't do too much, like give yourself space.
Right.
And also don't be afraid to perform. Like go put yourself out there. Don't be so shy to like stay behind the computer screen. Get yourself out there, talk to people, make the connections, get a team. Because I wish I would have known that back then. I could have created that team when I was younger and grew up with them, and then we
all
come up
on
together.
the same page.
Yeah,
because it's hard to discern that shit now. Who's out for what and who's doing what, and if they really have your best interest at heart.
Exactly.
You know, because
discernment is so important.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the big thing. Because like I wish I would have known that then.
Right.
Because then I may have been a little bit further than what I would like to be. And granted, I had some great opportunities.
Right.
But I know, like, if I paired the present Jovan with back then Jovan, it would have been a problem.
Okay, so what would you tell? What are you telling future Jovan right now?
Stay consistent. Don't stop. You're getting close. Well, the future Jovan is you're here. You're here, and stay and remain consistent. Know that there's people that's looking at you right now, that's watching, and that was gonna be little girls, that's little Jovans, anyone. Like just don't stop. And even if it's not like Jovan being a rapper, like you're being a creative and you're mentoring someone right now, just keep planting the seeds.
Yeah, I think it's important that as creators that we really grasp that whole thing, because as a creative person, we are nurturing people even when we don't know it that we're doing it. We don't know we're doing it as we're doing it. We don't know we're doing it even when it's right in front of our face. So I think that's really important. That's very good that you said that. That's like awesome as fuck, actually.
Thank you.
I need to start living like that, because see, you know, I be on bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna take that bait.
I mean, what bait are you referring to?
I'm staying over here.
Okay, you stay there. I like you over there like that. I like that.
Oh.
That's good. I see you got some questions over there. Run.
I'm listening to you. You dropping gems and whatnot.
I ain't dropping nothing, man. Shit, I'm just talking, man. We have a great guest. She's the one dropping the gems.
Great podcast host.
You know what I'm saying?
Asking great questions.
That's all you,
If
man.
I come back.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're definitely gonna have you back. We'd love to have you back.
Yes.
Speaking of having you back, what is going on? Tell these people where they can catch you.
Yes.
Where they can see you. Where they can purchase.
Not the lurkers, though.
No.
I know. I know, right?
You sound like a lurker over there. You said not
right
the lurkers, but not me. I mean, you know. But yeah, tell them, you know, you have merch. Do you have any merch?
I do have merch.
Talk to these people. Let them know how to get your shit.
You need to go to my website, Jovan Landry /merch, and it's spelled JOVANLANDRY.com. Because sometimes people say Jovan Landry, which ain't no you in Landry.
Right.
Yeah, so I have t-shirts and hats, and I need to get more merch. I just need some more money.
There you go.
But yeah, I want to keep, because I have this shirt called No Women Equals No Hip Hop. Off air, we were talking about Ange 13. So I have a project called Synergy. It's the first all women produced, perform, and engineer hip hop album. Because I looked it up. Nobody has done it. They've done female rap compilations and mixtapes, but none where a woman had recorded it, had produced it, had mastered.
Mixed mastered.
The music videos was all women created. So I had interviewed all like the veterans that I knew, women veterans. So like Ange 13, Annihilation.
Nice. I know Annihilation.
Kumba Links, Amina, Hawkins. Yeah. So like I basically was just asking them questions because me and my friend was going to do a documentary on women in hip hop in Chicago. And then
that'd be dope.
And then I ended up using some of that audio to make these interludes for the Synergy project. So I would ask them like, what does it mean to be from Chicago? What does it mean to be a woman?
You know, Anna's from California.
She is?
Yeah.
What? I thought she was Chicago.
Yeah.
I thought she was from Chicago, girl. She gives me Chicago.
She's a whole Cali girl.
I think once you hear it for a while, though, it just kind of get on you, you know.
It really does.
Yes. Damn. That's crazy. The Cali connection with Chicago.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. It's a lot. There's a lot of Cali people here.
Yeah.
So, you got any shows coming up? You got things of that nature coming up? And if somebody wants to give you the bag, how can they give you the bag?
Shoot, contact me at my email, info@jovanlandry.com, or message me on social media.
Not the creeps.
Yeah, not the creeps though. Yeah, you can stay over there. I mean, unless you want to pay, but you ain't getting nothing with that.
That
money.
No,
I'm
stay
sorry.
in the
You'll-
pervert
you're-
section.
Yeah.
Stay in the
officially-
pervert section.
Right, stay in your
The
lane.
penalty box.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, if y'all want to donate, buy merch, or Cash App, Zelle, I accept that too. And I do got some shows coming up. I have one tomorrow at Epiphany Center of the Arts, which is
Nice.
on Adams and Ashland. It's an old church that they made into a venue. Super nice. It's
that's
really
dope.
nice. Yep. It's if you buy online, use the code FAMILY, all caps.
You heard that? And
for
how
$10.
how to give them the information on how to go online and buy this.
You go to epiphanyartshy.com, or you go on Facebook and you look up Epiphany Arts.
You got to spell it out. We got some dummies out there.
Epiphany. E-P-I-P.
Never mind.
Epiphany is a hard word to spell.
It is.
It's E-P-I-P-H-A-N-Y.
Yeah.
Okay.
Arts. Look them up online or Google them. It's there. Or you can go on my website, jovanlandry.com/events. You can find it on my events page. Or my Instagram is there too.
And use that coupon called
Family. Use the discount code FAMILY. You only have until tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Akuna. She wrote it down. Epiphany Arts. Yes.
Yes. And don't forget to say
Thank you.
family.
Yep. If you're buying online, use FAMILY.
FAMILY.
So you can get the $10. You can get the $10. And then I have a show at Wicker Park Fest next Saturday at 5 p.m. on the center stage.
Busy.
I'm following the 606 Cypher.
Nice.
They're on the stage before, and then I'm going on after them.
Very nice.
So come at 4 o'clock.
When is this?
Next Saturday, the 29th, Wicker Park Fest between
I fuck around
Milwaukee,
I know
Milwaukee and Damon, and the whole thing. And that's free. So you don't need no discount code. And D2G, shout out to D2G. He's going to be my special guest during the set because he and I collaborated with our bands. His band is called Stadium Status and mine is called The Land. Jovan and The Land and D2G and the Stadium Status. So we're collabing with our bands and he's going to do a few songs. We got like 4 songs together.
Nice.
And he's on my upcoming project, Intellectual Frequency. So we're premiering some new work live with the live band. So it's going to be really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, hip hop with the live band element. And then they put us on the center stage, which is like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The main crowds in the stage, the other 2 stages are on Milwaukee, but we gonna bring the crowd all in that nook. So y'all gonna hear us 5 o'clock.
There you go.
Yep.
What else you got going on? We need you to tell everybody.
Okay, I'm dropping that project, Intellectual Frequencies, on the 31st on all streaming platforms. Y'all can pre-save it right now to your Apple Music or Spotify. On the filmmaking side, I am working on a documentary for Red Clay Dance Company based in Chicago in the Woodlawn area. They have a project that they premiered back in June called Rest, Rise, Move, Nourish, Heal, which is centered around finding your technology again back into the land, because our people used to farm, our people used to create our own food and all that. So like getting back into that. So I filmed them over the course of like 3 years of their whole process of making that performance, that dance performance. So we're about to go into the editing phase now of that. And then at the end of August, I'm going to do some mini photo shoot sessions. So just check me out on Facebook, Instagram, J. Leslie Monique for the flyers for that. And y'all could book and then get some pictures in with me. So we got a busy, packed summer.
That's what's
especially
up.
in August.
That's what's up.
Booked and blessed out here.
Yes,
keep up that hard
Keep me
ass
booked
work.
and blessed.
Yeah. That's what's up. And make sure before we end this, unless you want to keep going, let everybody know how to find you, like all of your info. Like besides all of that, like you got to spell out your email address,
all your socials,
all your social medias, all of that.
Yes. Info for my email, info at JovanLandry.com, JovanLandry.com. That's the email. J Leslie Monique, JLESLIEMONIQUE. Look at it, it rhymes on all social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. My YouTube page, you can look me up, Jovan Landry. I got 2 pages. I got my general YouTube page, but if you want to follow my music page, it's 1/3 MC, ONETHIRDEMCEE, not the MC. You can follow me there for my videos and all that. But Instagram is popping more for me, so follow me on Instagram at J Leslie Monique. But I try to stay consistent in all the social media.
That's what's
on TikTok as well, J Leslie Monique. So just look me up, Jovan Landry or J Leslie Monique, and you'll find me. Shouldn't have no issue. I make sure I put the hashtags and the SEO on. Yeah, there's no way you can't find me.
Intellectual Frequencies out June 30th. You heard it. July 31st.
Yes.
You heard it right here. This has been a fucking honor and a pleasure having you on.
Yes.
You've been dropping jewels on us all damn night.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air, because I get tired of this shit over here. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll take it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even get a chance to really.
I know we're supposed to make a beat together on the line.
Yeah, but not just that, but I put on the gloves earlier and I didn't get a chance. No, let that shit ride, man.
Yeah.
Because I was ready for some. Because she threw some silk shock at me, and and I don't appreciate that shit. But that's all right. I'm just gonna. It's cool. I'm just gonna double up next time. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's been, baby. Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure. This has been on the rock, baby. Listen. Go out there and peep this woman out, man. Get all of her shit. Get her merch. Buy her music. Stream her shit. Support Chicago. Real creators. Yeah. Check this out, man. This has been on the rock, baby. We'll be back at it like crack at it every motherfucking Friday.
Be safe.
You know what I'm saying? When I say this, to say that. Have a great one. Thank you very much for being here. It has been lovely. We gone.